Hi, it's Heather from Knitpal, and I'm so excited that we're finally starting our Tunisian Crochet-Along together. And we have the pattern picked out. I will leave a link to the pattern in the description. It's a video tutorial, so we'll be following along with the video. And I hope you all have your yarn picked out. I had decided to go with the Knitpal Ombre Encore, and this is the white lavender, and I'm really excited. I think this is going to make a really beautiful sweater. I'm excited for this. So this yarn recommends a 6.5 to 9 millimeter crochet hook, but I know that when you're doing Tunisian crochet, you need to go up a hook size. So I will be using a 10 millimeter for my sweater. You can go by the gauge of your yarn that you chose, so whatever it recommends, go up 1 or 2 sizes for the hook with your Tunisian hook. And the nice thing about this pattern is that she shows you how to do it by measurements. So obviously we don't all wear the same size, so she's not showing you to one size. She's showing you how to measure yourself and how to figure out how many stitches from there. And so you can use really whatever yarn that you want, because you would just be going until a certain measurement. Even if you wanted to use a thinner yarn and make it a thinner sweater, or if for some reason you wanted to go chunkier than this is really chunky though, then you can still go by measurements. And I looked ahead. It's a pretty straightforward design. It looks like it will be a lot of fun to make. It uses the Tunisian knit stitch throughout the whole thing. So I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm just going to give you a reminder just in case. She does a pretty good job of explaining it in the video, but I'm just going to show you the stitch. I won't be making all the stitches for the sweater on video because that would be breaking copyright, but I am allowed to show you how to do stitches. So I'm going to show you how she does the knit stitch. And if anybody has any questions or needs any further explanation, just drop a comment. And this is a great community. There will be me, and everybody else will be willing to help and try to help you understand how to do this. And like I said, even in the video tutorial for this sweater, she does a really good job of showing you how to do the Tunisian knit stitch. But this is just one little reinforcement in case you wanted to see me try it. So let me turn this around and we will practice that stitch. Oh, I'm going to show you directly with this yarn. So let me move it a little bit out of the way. And I'm just going to use a long size 10 hook that I have, but when I'm making the sweater, I'm going to need to use one with cables because the front panel will be large enough for that. And so we're just going to start with chaining and excuse my fingernails, I've been helping paint my son's room and I'm just filled with paint. I'm really sorry about that. I'll try to be fancier for the next video. I'm just going to chain a few so that we're not making this too long. Okay, so I'm just going to do that many chains. So just for starting, you just go into each stitch and draw up a loop, draw up a loop, draw up a loop, draw up a loop, and draw up a loop. Okay, and then we just do the normal return pass. Yarn over, go through 1, and then yarn over, go through 2 until you get to the very last. There you go. Now the knit stitch, you're going to skip the very first bar here. You already have that loop on your hook. You go in between, you can see how it has bars here. You go in between the bars and you go all the way to the back. You go through the back. It's not like the simple stitch where you just kind of go in the front. You're going to go all the way through to the back and then draw up a loop. Same thing all the way across. You can see where the 2 bars are. I think she calls them something other than bars. I don't know. I learned to call them bars. I don't know if I'm correct or not, but that's just how I learned. Then we go to the next set, go right through the middle and to the back, and then you draw up a loop. The next set, go right in the middle, go to the back. You're not gonna be in the front like a simple stitch. Pull up, and then we're at the beginning again, and we just go through and put 2 in the front, and then 1 loop in the back there, and draw up a loop. I'll do 1 more row with you. And again, if you have any questions or if you want to see anything in even more detail, let me know and in the comments, and I can provide more videos. I'm not going to do a full video tutorial of the sweater because she already does, the designer already does that in her video. But I'm happy to show you in more detail how to do the stitch or talk about measurements or anything like that. So yarn over, go through 1, yarn over, go through 2 until the end, until you only have 1 loop on your hook. And then it's going to be the same thing. We skipped the very first one there. And then we go into the second one. We go in between the 2 bars to the back and draw up a loop. Go through these 2 and then draw up a loop. I need to pull some more yarn out. Go in between the bars to the back and draw up a loop. In between the 2 bars, draw up a loop and draw up a loop. So you can see how it's starting to look like a knit stitch here. And then this is the back. So there is a right side and a wrong side. So you do want to be aware of that. And that's how you do the Tunisian knit stitch. And again, if you want any more directions or anything like that, let me know. And I think we should try for next week to get the first part of the front panel done. She does the 3/4 mark, and let's see if we can get that far together. Of course, you're welcome to go at your own pace if you'd rather go faster or slower, but my aim is for next week to be done the 3/4 panel, and then we'll work on the strap decreases for the following time. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.